Coming up next is a matchup between student and teacher. The Intercontinental Champion Cosmos takes on his trainer, Krieger Marjen. When Cosmos started RDW, he wasn't doing too well at the beginning, almost considering early retirement. But Krieger Marjen stepped in behind the scenes and gave him the proper training. And now, that training helped him get multiple title wins, but how will tonight go? We'll have to find out. Now, last week, Cosmos did suffer a loss to one of his close friends, Jason Anderson, which I guess they're friends now. I mean, that still could change by next week. But they showed respect to each other after the match, and that's gotta kind of hurt the champion. But we heard earlier today that he's not letting that loss get to him because he's still proud to be the Intercontinental Champion, and he will battle to the end of time and keep that belt around his waist. But we'll see how he pans out against the formidable Krieger Marjen, which he too lost his match last week to Latino Magic in a triple threat match. Right now, it's a matter of one of them getting their first win in the Simulation League. Now, later on tonight, we will be having a fatal four-way bout between PX90, Jason Anderson, Pyromaniac, and Fatty Ogre in a non-title matchup. This could actually determine the #1 contender for the world title if PX90 is unable to win this match tonight. And then following that, our main event will be following up from last week's tag team main event with the singles match between Brewmaster Swigs and the Regulator. The rivalry continues from all those years ago between the so-called Kingdom and the Play. Right now, we're having ourselves a bout with the mysterious and unpredictable Cosmos going up against the most deadly and dangerous opportunist, Krieger Marjen. We'll see how this matchup goes tonight. As we know now, it's not for the Intercontinental title. Probably a good sign for Cosmos, knowing that he doesn't have to defend the title, even though he probably doesn't care if he has to defend it or not. He's just happy to be the Galaxy's champion, as he would put it. And here comes the teacher of Cosmos. A very odd choice for a teacher when it comes to wrestling, but he has quite the knowledge when it comes to mat technician wrestling, and has had history with mat wrestling in his school days. Krieger Marjen. As we said earlier last week, Krieger Marjen suffered his first loss in the Simulation League to Latino Magic. So tonight he's here to redeem that loss and get his first win. You know, maybe this match could set him in the rankings for the Intercontinental title. It could be a surprise for the teacher to go up against the student for the title, where the student is the champion. It's an interesting story by itself right there. But as you can see, the fans aren't really happy, or not really rooting for Krieger. They're more so behind Cosmos tonight. It's understandable for his underhanded tactics he's used over the years. But dirty tactics aside, and who the fans like or not, the match is about to start. Here we go, Krieger Marjen going with a nice hip toss-like maneuver there. And Cosmos quick to roll out of the ring. Now the two are duking it out outside the ring, but Krieger wants to handle it in the ring. He wants to end this match quick from the looks of it. Krieger Marjen going for a kick, but Cosmos rolls out of the way. And, jumping facebuster by Cosmos. His quickness is going to help him out, but he didn't detect that elbow straight to the gut. He's able to detect that strike, and, a fireman's carry. Some of the training he received from Krieger used against him there. And, he was going to go for a kick there, but Krieger clotheslined him to the ground, stomping on him a few times. Here comes that mat technician-like ability with an arm breaker to the ground, twisting the arm, focusing on the arm for 2 weeks ago. Hopefully that arm is fully recovered from the inaugural Intercontinental title match, but we may never know throughout this bout. I mean, Krieger Marjen rolling around the mat, squeezing the ribcage of Cosmos, kicking him in the gut there. There's that dirty tactic-like move. And that opinion won. Just a 1 count. Cosmos kicks out and the match continues. Cosmos quick to roll out of the ring, but he gets back in, landing a strike. Not a really solid one, but enough to stagger him a little bit. And Cosmos, knocking him back in the corner. And then he gets whipped in the corner and returns the favors. They're throwing each other in the corner. But Cosmos landing a nice tornado DDT from the second turnbuckle. Doing some damage to the head of Krieger there. And Cosmos throwing him back in the corner. Going for a running clothesline, but Krieger counters. And Krieger, ooh, a nice drop toe hold, rolling through the arm wrench there. Landing some strikes in, but... Oh, we got a pin with the crucifix pin by Cosmos. He wasn't quick enough to dodge the crucifix pin, but he was quick enough to kick out, getting only a 1 count. And, a nice spinning spine buster by Krieger Marjen, just kind of out of nowhere, countering that speed. But now we got a pin attempt from that 1. Not even a 2 count, almost a 2 count, and Krieger cannot believe that didn't even get a 2 count. He's starting to get frustrated, I can tell. Krieger Marjen doesn't really have the best record when it came to the live action league, only because of his military leave. Well, I bet that frustration is still setting in, not having that many wins or getting that many title shots. We had a ground headlock here with that vice-like grip around his head, trying to cause some damage. Nice counter by Cosmos, getting him in a side headlock, but he lets go. Going to a schoolboy, and nope. Picking him up with that freak-like strength and sitting him down to sit out powerbomb. Cosmos might have control of the match here. And he rotates him over, going for a pin. 1, 2, and Cosmos almost had the win, and he's shocked as well. He was hoping to get the win there from the sounds of it. Cosmos picking up his opponent, going with the wrestling-like slam to the ground. Followed up with, looks like he's going up the top rope. Could we see that Cosmos elbow? Here comes the Cosmos drop. And he goes, landing on the elbow on that bad arm as well. And Krieger takes advantage. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Krieger Marjen gets the win. That must have hurt his arm bad enough where he couldn't focus and couldn't get the kick out in. And Krieger gets the win in this matchup. Good job for Krieger Marjen in getting his first win in the Simulation League. And he might actually put him in contention for the Intercontinental title. And wait a minute. What's Krieger doing? Hopefully he's going to be helped up, congratulate him. And wait a minute! Wait a minute! Come on! The sour attitude by Krieger Marjen.